before I was doing it. Why did no one bring it up 3 weeks ago or even talk about these guys?
It seems like after this, he just started uploading extremely inconsistently. Fast forward to 2021, and he became a full-time Twitch streamer. The last the general public heard from him was when he was beefing with KSI, and then with Aiden Ross, which, by the way, I don't know if that was real or not.
He's a Tier 1 Gaming.
They lived in the same fucking house, but quite frankly, I don't care enough to look more into that. Rice?
Yeah, I don't know if Tubbs gonna mention it. He might, but I have to pee really bad, so I want to mention it. He also did a lot of scamming towards like the death throes of his channel. He did like the here's 20 Amazon gift cards to make up for my last scam. And if you used any of the codes, they were already used like 3 years prior. So he just gave like previously used codes. So he scammed on top of a scam. But the scam before that was these like fake loot boxes. Before that was another like fake raffle. So right towards the end of his career, he just started like scamming as much as he could on his way out. Oh, Save the Kids. I forgot. Yeah, and Save the Kids. But he was like the most forgettable person in that because by that point he was already completely just out of the public eye. You're right. He was with Save the Kids. Forgot about that.
Scum's main channel hasn't seen an upload since 2020, and same with his Family Guy channel. He doesn't really tweet or post on Instagram. The times when he's most seen is on his girlfriend's TikTok. But personally, I truly believe that January 14th, 2017 was the beginning of Rice's downfall. Again, not numbers-wise, but
Tier 1 Fear, and the 5 gifts of Maki.
Moving to LA
Thank you,
doesn't mean
Maki.
you're gonna turn into this clout
Appreciate it, Maki.
demon. But if you let the lifestyle consume
Hope you're having a
you,
good
it will
night.
turn you into someone no one wants to support. I really would be interested in seeing Brian return to YouTube with a more humble and charismatic attitude. And I'll give him credit. He made his bag.
Impossible.
Left. He even started the entire diss track trend on YouTube. But his image will always be remembered as the arrogant hypebeast who let fame get to his head.
He's also not right there, by the way. Back when I used to like actively shit on Rice Gum, one of his friends actually reached out to me, like an old high school friend, and was just telling me stories about this guy. I can't corroborate any of them, but they were friends. Like, he linked his Facebook. They were friends in high school. He was telling me that Brian was legitimately always a douchebag, but kind of a loner in high school, but still an asshole. So I don't think it was fame that got to him. This guy was legitimately just born a douchebag.
Carson King, aka Call Me Carson, is a YouTuber who peaked at 2.9 million subscribers, and ever since the incident, his subscriber count has been trickling down. He began his YouTube journey by uploading Minecraft videos to his first 2 channels, which were called GamerCraft157 and Icebox Carson, before eventually moving to the Call Me Carson channel. His channel started taking off in 2017, with videos focusing on Discord trolling, reviewing internet media, and playing video games with his friends. The momentum continued, and the official name of his friend group became Lunch Club. It consisted of Call Me Carson, It's Joko, Jay Schlatt, Slimesicle.
Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen Schlatt without the facial hair. What? Is this Schlatt? It has to be, right? What? I didn't even know it was possible. I thought this man was literally born with facial hair. God damn. I almost feel like I'm seeing something I'm not supposed to. Taking a peek behind the curtain. God. Oof. I wasn't ready for that.
Hugbox, Travis, Connor Eats Pants, and C-Scoop. I hope I pronounced all of those right. I am so used to calling Ted Nevison Ted Nevision, but I get corrected a lot. It seemed like nothing could go wrong for this friend group, and especially the leader, Call Me Carson. But on January 4th, 2021, a video was uploaded to Drama Alert, of all places, with the title, Call Me Carson's Serious Allegations, Lunch Club Interview. In this video, Lunch Club members Hugbox and Travis explained that Carson has been having inappropriate conversations with underage fans. This included the exchangement of lewd images as well. This information was told to them by Carson himself. That same day, a Twitter user whose information I'll be blurring out said this on Twitter. I can personally come out and say that I've been groomed by Carson. I have talked to many people and never came out about this since now. At the time, I was still 17 and in high school. Here's a few things he said to me. Alright guys, I hate reading word for word, especially when they're a little bit inappropriate. Let's get into this. I'm scared and I want to talk to you for the wrong reasons. Elaborate? What if I only want to talk to you for the sexual part of it? I don't want that, but like, I'm worried about it. What if subconsciously I'm only talking to you because it turns me on or something? Is that really what you want? What other options are there? Also, what would you want to happen? I don't know. All I know is every time I jack off now, I have a really hard time not thinking of you. I guess my brain got stimulated and now
reading anything,
more, you know? Sorry,
like any sexual
yeah,
texts are always so fucking cringe.
And next time you're horny, we can have some fun.
Yeah, this whole situation was super
you know? Yeah,
weird. Like the whole 1917 stuff.
Like this is all my fault. Damn.
But then like the people closest to Carson said it's more than that, so this whole thing was such a weird mess.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of getting your hopes up or something. I'm willing to try, but it's such a bad idea. But so is sexting you. Fuck. Carson later revealed in his Discord that the texts were real. Long story short, when I was 19, I sexted a couple of viewers that were 17. Extremely regrettable and incredibly embarrassing. Felt guilty since. Apologized to them both and resolved it privately last year. Then Keem got a hold of it like 2 days ago. At the time, the girl was 17 and Carson was 19 years old. Though a 2-year age gap crap isn't anything to glance about. I guess people did because, one, this is a famous YouTuber and it's easy to like nitpick anything a famous person does. Two, even though the age of consent in the majority of the United States is 16, talking to people that are under 18 on the internet is like a well-known no-no thing to do, especially if you're famous. And three, people argued that there was a power dynamic, which honestly is something I do agree with. I mean, think about it. If you're a big YouTuber, your fans already see you as a god. So asking them for pictures might just make them feel like they're forced to because they don't want to let down their favorite YouTuber, right? Anyway, Carson lost followers, friends, and basically everything. He stopped uploading, stopped
No,
streaming,
the Hurricane
and would
missed
rarely
Tampa
tweet.
for the most
and whenever
part.
he did tweet, he would like quickly
There's a
delete
tier
it.
one
It was
chili.
like this for 7 months until a video titled Moving Forward was uploaded by him. This specifically was August 25th, 2021. In this
There's a tier
video,
one
he doesn't
Choco
discuss
Nut.
the situation at all. He says he doesn't want to make more drama and instead promotes the fact that he's going to be donating 100% of his earnings to charity.
Hey guys, it's been a while. This isn't going to be your average YouTuber apology video, and I'm not going to make it long and drawn out. I've learned a lot this past year. I'm not seeking forgiveness, nor am I looking to make excuses.
Thanks, Prime
I'm sure
Machine.
some of you are expecting some long drawn out video explaining my truth of the situation, but I have no intentions of doing that. I'd much rather just tell you what I can do in the future. For the next year, I plan to donate 100% of my profits to charity.
And since that day, he's uploaded 7 more videos onto his channel, and his views clearly don't match to those before the situation. So yeah, Carson is back, but with not nearly the same amount of love he once used to have. In fact, he gets hate.
I forgot
under
that he
every
was
single
doing
tweet
that
he
for the
makes.
charity
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, there are definitely trolls that just don't like him, but I think this is a perfect time to move on.
Does
Alright,
he?
guys, I want to give a quick update to the whole Call Me Carson
Oh, well, actually, you might answer the question I'm about to ask.
situation. As you guys know, there's been a bunch of Twitch drama recently, and Hugbox actually wanted to add on to that. I won't say it like that, but I'll just say he did add on to the drama, though I didn't see
Thanks,
anyone
Yusuf.
talk about
Frog,
this.
Seabird,
Just
Nihao,
happened to stumble
and
across
Matt.
it while doing my research. So here's Hugbox's Twitter, and Hugbox actually made a twit longer with the title Game Over. This got almost 5,000 likes. Like, I would say it got some attraction. I have no idea how I did not hear about this at all. But the twit longer is it's a lengthy read. It's a very lengthy read. But I'll just give you guys the important sentences. I'm going to try to explain the relevant events of the last couple years in the most concise way possible. This was always written off as drama when I try to talk about it, but I only spoke of it because it really bothered me and I cared. It's not easy to be threatened with legal action when you're just trying to tell people what's going down. That's why my tweets were always so cryptic. I'm not a clout chaser. I haven't even made money over the last several years, only alienated my audience since I started talking about this stuff, and at this point want absolutely nothing to do with the internet. We'll start with the Carson thing. I
read this, and this guy tries to make this whole thing about himself. I vaguely heard about this. I will say off rip, him saying I'm not a clout chaser, but calling this game over is kind of contradictory. That just immediately rubs me the wrong way.
started talking about this stuff, and at this point want absolutely nothing to do with the internet. We'll start with the Carson thing. I found out about what he did in March 2020, and for a moment considered tweeting it right then and there. Unfortunately, I did not have any concrete details initially. In fact, the few details I had were lies. The group had a meeting later that day, which our manager, Ryan, told us that he had dealt with this several times before and we can make this go away. And some members of the group insisted we needed to stick by Carson. At this
Maybe
point,
tier
I
one
was checked out completely,
lemon
but
or
naively was shocked that so
lemon.
many people seemed to value their
Reese up
careers over
saucy
doing
and
the right
feeling it.
thing. Over the next several months, I started asking around as to what others had been told, and found out that every single person was told an entirely different story as to how many girls he was contacting and what their ages were. This pushed me to do something, and I had actually gotten the entire group to agree to recording a video of each of us simply saying what we were told and uploading it directly to the Lunch Club channel. No baseless accusations, no clout chasing, just the truth. At the last moment, many pulled out of the video because, in Schlatt's words, he had too much to lose. Deja vu. It was never supposed to go through Keemstar. I'm gonna skip this paragraph. Again, you guys can just go to Hugbox's Twitter to read the whole thing because it is a lot. Carson had a whole Discord of content creators that aided him in strategizing
Nice
damage
recent
control
bag.
in the lead up to the drama alert, because naturally Ryan had gone behind my back, warned him, and tried to prep him. I know this because not all of them suck and they told me what was up. Then the creators in that Discord fled like rats from a sinking ship when it was clear the situation was not salvageable. I called Carson several times in the days leading up to the drama alert because I did not want the venue to discredit the story, and I wanted him to take responsibility for his actions like a fucking adult. To this day, he hasn't even admitted to what he did, and everyone still thinks it was a 2-year age gap. That is not true. So if we go to the responses on the tweet, we get stuff like this. I like how
Exhibits
instead of
Lamone.
telling us why it was worse than a 2-year age gap, he simply
Oh,
didn't.
that's rough.
Elaborate on
Sorry
that.
to hear that, Lamone.
No, it's a very strange twitlonger because I mean he's being cryptid like he said, but he said something about legal action. So I don't know. That I'm just the messenger. I want to make that clear. I'm just the messenger, and I just felt like I should update you guys since something else came through to the story. It's very odd that Hugbox says that there wasn't a 2-year age gap. It was that was not it. But yet this girl says that she's 17. But I also remembered apparently there were multiple girls. I don't know. It's very weird. What I'm telling you guys is not factual. Again, just the messenger.
Yeah, this shit is
Yeah,
so fucking messy. What?
I guess now we're actually going to talk about another YouTuber, you know, because we're continuing the video. Shout out to Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt. But yeah, let's
don't
head
get-
on to the next person on the list. FaZe K and FaZe Jarvis.
Oh,
Clan
these
was
are
created in
huge.
2010.
FaZe Jarvis posted a video cheating in Fortnite. He was like, I'm trying out an aimbot in Fortnite for content. Got permabanned. Cried. FaZe K, saved the kids. Kicked out of FaZe. Cried.
And began as a Call of Duty sniping team. Members would achieve impressive clips only using sniper rifles and later create montages which would be uploaded onto YouTube. When FaZe Clan started out, they were all just kids in high school enjoying the most played game at the time. By 2012, the YouTube channel had hit 1 million subscribers and it was the thing
He's a good
to know
sub-
about
Ed Ball.
FaZe Clan if you played Call of Duty. Everyone and their mom wanted to join FaZe Clan at one point. I wanted to join FaZe. 2014 to
These are some
2016
dirty-
is when I would say FaZe truly peaked. This was when the main members of FaZe all moved into a house in New York and called that the FaZe house. Many fans still say this was the best era to be a fan of FaZe. And FaZe hasn't stopped growing at all. They even have esports teams in every major video game. They also recruit athletes, and not to mention that their main focus is still Call of Duty, with members such as Swag.
It's not
who
their
are
main
playing
focus.
competitive Call of Duty. Also, I can't
Nah,
talk
they're
about
much
FaZe
bigger than
without
that
mentioning
now.
the best member, FaZe Jev. Yo, Jev, if you're watching this, I just want to let you know you're a huge inspiration to me, and thank you so much for always being you. Anyway, let's first talk about FaZe K, who joined FaZe in 2013. This was thanks to his sniping skills. He would upload gaming content and occasionally have his younger brother Jarvis join in on videos.
What's going on, guys? This is FaZe K, and I'm doing a Q&A today. I asked some of you guys on Twitter to ask questions to ask my brother, who is here next to me.
Though K never got nearly as many views as his American peers, I'll give him credit for going outside the box and attempting to capture the more IRL side of gamers. And when he would get views, it was for very out of place content like water bottle flip videos. You'd never expect that
Huge.
to be uploaded by
Damn, he
FaZe
did a lot of
member.
that.
I mean, they brought in views, so he was doing something right. Around this time is when his younger brother Jarvis began uploading content of his own. But things would change in
Thanks for some clear.
2018 around Fortnite's peak. K would begin to make videos revolving around his little brother and Fortnite. The views were immense, and at this point, K was living in a new LA FaZe house, or the Clout house. Either way, it was a fucking influencer house. Eventually, thanks to his skills and very, very saturated thumbnails, Jarvis joined the one and only FaZe Clan in 2019. The momentum only continued,
Nice.
and then Jarvis